What's up, people? And welcome back to another Lee's Corner. Thank y'all for joining me today. Y'all seen the news just like I've seen the news. It's getting crazy. Uh, every day there's something new, but this new strand of crazy is just insane. White folks been getting out of control, y'all. Been getting out of control. We're gonna basically focus today on Kansas City, Missouri, where a black kid was basically going to pick up his siblings, and he went to the wrong address, rang a doorbell, and got shot through the door by the 89-year-old racist white man. That's going to be one of our stories today. Another one of our stories is going to be about a black woman who was in a hotel and got spat on by a racist white woman. Now, that's just two of the 30 stories or more that's going on right now about racism in America, where people kept saying that we're more divided than we are ever. Here's the question: we're more divided than we are ever. Really? Did we have the 60s, 40s, 30s? How are we more divided now than we were ever? It's the same racism it's always been. It gets swept under the rug for a little bit, and then it comes back out full blast. And that's what you're seeing now. The resurgence of the fear of white people to anybody that's not white. We'll be right back to discuss more on Lee's Corner. All right, we're back. Okay, well, like I said before, we're going to start off with Kansas City, Missouri, and the thank God it wasn't a murder, but the shooting of Ralph Yarl, and 16-year-old black kid, Kansas City, Missouri, going to go pick up his siblings. He was like, what, a couple numbers off the address, and just went like, maybe two or three homes in the opposite direction, and went to a guy's door and rang the doorbell. From what we know, there was no exchange. There was even no exchange of words. The old white dude had enough time to get up, look out the door, see who it was, grab his gun, shoot through the screen glass door, the glass screen door, hit the kid in the head, shoot him again in the arm for ringing his doorbell. Of course, he is pleading not guilty. What is he saying? He said, I feared the kid's humongous size. He was huge. This kid was 16 years of age. He was 5 foot. Well, I want to get it straight now. The kid was 5'8", 140 pounds, which means he was average height for any man. Average height. I'm probably sure the old white man was probably even taller than him. But his excuse was he feared for his life because of how used the black dude was. He said he felt like someone was breaking into his home. He pleaded not guilty to what he was charged with, which didn't come till later. Now, we all know that if a black man was to shoot anybody, especially a white kid, through his screen door on the porch, we are going to jail. They're doing the perp walk as soon as he's called. Well, that ain't even the worst part, people. That's not even the worst part. The reason why I want to drill down on this is because of the fact that when the kid was shot in the head and in the arm, dude basically done a double tap, wanted to make sure the kid was out, right? The kid went to several neighbors. No one opened the door. Also, his neighbors are taking up for the old white man. The old white man's neighbors are taking up for him. Yeah. See, this is what I want to point out to black folks. Even when your people see, we the only ones still playing the game of, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. White folks stick to code. They stick to the code. Even if I don't like what he's doing, I either don't say anything or I'm supporting him. Black folks, if a black man does the same thing to a white kid, well, he's evil to all the children in the neighborhood, and I'm about to prove that theory. He's evil to all the children in the neighborhood, and he just, yeah, he deserves to go to jail. He's dangerous. We need to get him out of there. I'm not saying he's not dangerous. Take him to jail, but keep your damn mouth shut. We don't need other black people piling on to other black people. If somebody asks what you saw, a police officer, tell him, yeah, he shot him. That's all you need to say. You don't need to go to social media. You don't need to go to nobody else trying to do this. If you ain't going to protect the brother, then don't say shit. Now, a lot of people are like, well, I don't want that kind of guy in my neighborhood. Well, these white people don't seem to mind because they ain't shooting none of his. He ain't shooting no white kids coming to his door because that don't scare him. Black kids do. Stay on code, black folks. Stay on code, please. Like your grandma and your mama say, if you can't say nothing nice, then keep your damn mouth shut. How about that? That's that, because we about to get to something else in a minute, but we're gonna talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so Ralph Y'all was the kid's name. Shot twice. He lived. We could be telling a whole different story today. We could be talking about like the police. We could be talking about a murder child today. And the white man would walk because there's nothing to refute his statement of him being scared. He's 89 years old. He's scared. Oh, and don't forget the old racial trope. I was scared of his size. Now, don't this ring true? Don't this bring you back to Michael Brown when the police officer said he revved up to me and was like trying to run through my bullets, like he's super nigga or something like that. These lies and perpetuations of strength and everything else that they assume that we have. We are strong people, but they act like we super nigga. We just super strong. That I had to lay the whole clip into them because they were just taking a bullet after bullet after bullet. Mike Brown, I saw red in his eyes, like a demon. Police officer said that. You see, Jews ain't the only ones that got the market cornered on racial tropes. Whereas with Jewish people, it's you own television stations. How dare you? You got money. How dare you? I would not take such racist tropes. That's what gets America's attention. That's a racist trope, saying you have money, saying you own television stations, news stations, things like the truth. It's not true that we are super in any way as far as having superior strength over anybody, especially when it comes to bullets firing at us. We bleed like you bleed. But you have to make it feel that way in your head, that we're super everything, to give you the excuse to kill and get away with it. To give you the excuse to express fear. One black kid, 89-year-old white man, scared of this kid because he was so big, didn't know what to do with himself. I mean, you'd have thought the old man was like 4'10". But he had time not to call the police, not to call anybody else. That probably would have got the kid killed too. But he had time to go get his gun and shoot through the door and kill him. Not kill him, excuse me. And shoot through the door and hit him twice. And the neighbors, his white neighbors, when the boy was running around trying to get help, would not answer their doors. The boy had to collapse on the ground before he got help. That's how sad these people are. So whenever I hear people talk about, black folks are they're only 13% of the population, but create 50% of the crime. That's bullshit. Where you get your statistics from? White boy. White boy will tell you anything. And you know why 50% of the crime is supposedly created by black people? I'll tell you why. Because white people get charged for the same crimes, but get less, if any, time or punishment. But with a black person, you want to make them out to, you want to make an example out of him every time. He could be a first offender. It don't matter. 7 years, 10 years. The white boy can go rape a girl behind a dumpster, and he's he's about to go to college. He has a great GPA, and he's on the swim team. He goes rapes a girl at a party, and it's like, well, we don't want to fuck up your full ride. You're a good kid. I know you learned your lesson. A little tomfoolery with the girl behind the dumpster. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you come home on the weekends when you go to college and serve some of your time in the county jail. Okay? All right, now you be good out there. That's what white boys get. There has never been a time in history in America where we have a history of black people attacking white folks, but yet they're scared of us. We have an entire history of white folks attacking blacks in the government and outside of the government. Police in uniforms, out of uniform. From the Ku Klux Klan to the police to governors to everybody else has always attacked black people. They have a long history of attacking and killing and murdering black people without nothing happening, without any retribution. But they're scared of us. And it really ain't scared of us. They know that, you know, they know it's coming. And it ain't from us. But it's like, as they say, the good book says, you reap what you sow in one way or the other. And that's what they fear from us. That's why they're so scared of us. That's why when they see us, they start shaking. That's why they see us, they lock their doors, because they know it's coming. Not from us, but it's coming. And that's why they're so scared. But getting back to Mr. Yarl, Mr. Ralph Yarl, the kid is doing okay. He's got his bandages off. He's playing with his dog. He's been invited to the White House, and all these types of things, and that's really nice. The white man's name, Andrew Lester. That's his name. His name is Andrew Lester. Now, let's get to some points of clarification here, because a lot of people don't know the situation. They did not do what they were supposed to do. They're not come arrest him. We can't arrest you unless we know for sure that you did it, and all this other kind of stuff. I know right now, if any woman or man that was white called the police, even black, called the police on me right now and said I did something, they're not going to say, well, we got to wait to see and check the facts on it. No, I'm going to jail right now because somebody called. Period. I'm going to jail. Oh, we'll settle it all downtown, but right now you coming in. He got to turn himself in, Mr. Andrew Lester. He turned himself in. They said, oh no, we took it under our advisement, but we have to let you go out 24 hours. Really? He's an attempted murderer. And you going to let him go? You think you'd let me, attempted murderer, leave after I shot a 16-year-old white boy in the head? You think they'd let me out of jail? Well, in the state of Missouri, and don't give me that. Don't give me that. It's not a state thing. You would do the same thing anywhere. So let's go to some points of clarification. All right, we're gonna set this up. Point of clarification 1: the attempted murderer, Andrew Lester, was not detained for 24 hours. He was released in under 2 hours. This is according to the lawyer of the kid, Ralph. He was released in under 2 hours after providing a statement. He was late. Okay, let's do this one more time. The attempted murderer, Andrew Lester, was not detained for 24 hours. He was released under 2 hours after providing statements to the police. Point of confirmation 2: the police took a recorded statement, from Ralph from his hospital bed on that Friday. So no 24-hour stay for the white dude. He did 2 hours or less, was booked in, and was allowed to go. See, that's how it goes for an attempted murderer in Kansas City, Missouri, and probably anywhere else in the United States. Just walk free. Yep, we can't prove nothing. I always find that when you do something like that, I mean, you think about it, there's that's all we can do. So, okay, well, shoot a cop and see what happens. They will arrest everybody. They will arrest everybody in the vicinity. Everybody. If they say you black and got a white hat on, everybody with black and white hats on going to jail. They're going to jail today. We'll pick and choose what happens the rest of them later. You going to jail today, and I guarantee it ain't gonna be no 2 hours and you can get out. Guarantee you that. Cop killer on the loose or cop shooter on the loose. We're not gonna let him get out. But this is what they do. We all know this is black folks. I mean, this is not new. This is what they do. And they give you all these extra excuses. No, we held him for the time. Oh, but, Kansas City law says, okay, yeah. Now you want to go all about the law and everything else. Yeah, we get it. You want to try to prove the law and try to show statutes and all this kind of affiliations and ordinances and everything else when it comes to a black kid. But if that would have been in reverse, the law would not have mattered. You would have held a black guy for longer than that. And like I said, this shooting people is going crazy. There was a cheerleader shot the same way. He wasn't white. Cheerleader shot the same way. What is going on with this situation? She got into the wrong car, and a guy just got out of his car, went over to her car, and shot her. There was two girls that pulled into a driveway in upstate New York and was pulling out, realized it was the wrong place. They was looking for a friend of theirs too. Pulled out, a dude shot from the top of his driveway and I believe either wounded or killed one of the girls and they were speeding away. Cops came. They were scared. He had the high ground. Oh, you scared? You think if that had been some niggas up in that place, you'd have been scared? If you think if that had been some African Americans in that house, do you think that they would have been scared? Oh, he has the high ground. He's shooting down shots at us. Really? He called his lawyer. His lawyer told him, yeah, you might want to turn yourself in. And then he did. Man, they came up in there, smoked us out, and bombed the whole. They put one of them bomb-sniffing dogs or one of them electrical dogs they got now, them mechanical dogs, went up there with a bomb and blew everybody the hell up. Who would have thought twice about it? White man, we got to be gentle. Remember, he's fragile. He's fragile. We can't hurt the white. There are only like several people that's immune to this. White people, Asians, and Jews. You don't hear about them getting fucked up. No. You don't hear about them getting fucked up. Too much collateral damage, too much stuff I have to talk to too many people. No. You don't know who's connected. You don't know who knows the mayor, who knows the city officials. You don't know who know that. Keep them out your mouth. Niggas, down on nobody, kill them all. That's how they feel about us. Facts. They was even doing it when Obama was in office. They didn't care. He was president. They said, this nigga ain't got no power. We don't care. Kill him at will. We know they don't know the president, do they? No, they don't know the president. Okay. Whew. Thought they knew the president. No, they don't know the president. That's what we going through today. So gun culture is going crazy. I just say, look, black folks, you need to get your guns while you can. If you're in those states that have those lenient laws and all this kind of stuff, get your guns with these lenient laws because these white people, they're crazy and you need to protect yourself. Go get your lessons, go study up, get your martial arts on because they're getting out of sorts and you need to be ready when they're ready. Don't let them stick no gun in your face without you having yours ready because they're getting crazy out this bitch and they shooting people for no reason, for pulling in driveways, for getting in the wrong cars, for just ringing somebody's doorbell. I mean, God, dog. I mean, just think about it. If it's somebody was coming here to bring you a sweepstakes check or something else, you're just gonna shoot them. But that's what this is evolved to, and it's teaching a good lesson on guns. I don't really get into the gun situation, but I do think that everybody shouldn't have one. Everybody shouldn't have a gun. We all know that. Everybody should not have a gun, and this is proof positive that everybody shouldn't have one. But I think if more people do have one, then a lot of people are going to start getting surprises when they start shooting people. Because when people start shooting back, I think it's going to deter a lot of people from just getting upset, losing their temper, and pulling out if they see other people with theirs. You think twice when you think somebody is going to shoot back at you. I mean, that's just facts. Okay, now we're going to go to our fun clip of the day. A white woman spits on a black woman in a hotel and gets her ass mollywopped. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna tell you. That shit was funny. We have the clip. We will be showing it. Roll it.
To be to Karen asked cause she spit on me and told me I don't belong here. And it's my birthday today. Happy birthday to me.
I'm not allowed to eat here. Don't. I'm checking out. I'm gonna slap her ass. Yeah, I'm
Get out of here. Ma'am. I don't care. You can't put her out of here.
walk. Oh, bitch! Get your mother. I'm sorry.
Bitch!
I'm
What's wrong with you,
I'm
girl?
sorry.
No, fuck you.
Sorry.
Spit on me again, bitch. Stupid asshole.
Okay, I'm sorry. My ass out here, fucking.
Like I said, mollywopped. You don't be fucking with no black women. You don't spit on nobody. See, white people don't understand it's the worst insult that you can ever do to somebody is spit on somebody. And I shouldn't say they don't know. They do know. They do know. They do know. It's the worst thing you can do is spit on somebody. It's the biggest insult. And she spat on this black woman. Just walked up to her, spit on her. I wish a motherfucker would. It's just one of those things like, even hitting me is going to get your ass whooped. But spitting on me is going to get you stomped out. pretty much what happened to this white woman. And if you see her, it's so, it's so funny how she went to being so emboldened too. I'm sorry. No. I think I would have had to kick until I heard a bone break. I'm sorry. You spit on me. It's coronavirus out this bitch. You spit on me? That could be, lawfully, that could be deemed attempted murder. What if I ain't had my shots? What if I didn't get whatever? And you did have corona. And my body acted the wrong way. Now you attempted murderer. Yeah, I would have stomped you out. Spitting on somebody, that's like calling somebody, for a black person, spitting on somebody is like calling them a nigga. It's actually worse. But spitting on somebody, that's just some shit you just don't do. You don't spit on people. Especially black people. You can play that white shit with your own. But please don't bring that here. That's the biggest way to get yourself fucked up. You spit on a black woman? You lucky she had on soft shoes. Because if she'd had some Tim's, she'd have put the boots on you. It'd have been over. All you heard, crack, crack, crack. I mean, her bones would have just dissolved. She had soft shoes that was kicking your ass. See? And it shows the vigilance of this black woman. This woman was holding the phone straight as hell while she whooped her ass. Did y'all notice that? She was holding the phone while she was whooping this white woman's ass. Steadily. And then she talked to her like she was beating her like she's like a black parent does. Don't you ever fuck with me again. She was clapping it out of her mouth. She said, don't you ever hit me. And she was just stomping at the same time. Meanwhile, having the phone, filming it. She said, let me get here if I catch a case. I'm like, I'm telling you. Funniest shit I've seen in a while. Yes, it's one of the funniest videos I've seen in a while, I have to say. So I'm almost up there with the old man that talked shit to the black dude in the store and said, what you gonna do, boy? What you gonna do? And the black dude just whooped his ass. They remixed that video so many times. It was funniest thing. I mean, other than that, y'all should watch. That's the best one I've seen. But other than that, y'all should watch the black dude with the T. He has a tea that he buys in the store, and this white boy starts talking shit, and he slapped the shit out of him with this can of tea. And y'all, I'm not for violence. I'm not for fighting. I don't like fight videos. But these racist videos that happen to get these white people get their ass whooped is some of the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life, and it's so deserved. It's insane. But yeah, it's crazy. That's my show for today, guys. That's my show. I just want to come in and do a quick Lee's Corner, let y'all know what was on my mind about this and how they shot that boy. That was so messed up in so many ways. And he's supposed to be going to college and do so many things. And I hope he really does get the mental help that he has. Because although his wounds may heal, he's going to be mentally stunted by that for a very long time. And I hope he gets the help and his parents do what they need to do to help him get the help that he needs to get past this moment. Because this is definitely going to leave a mental scar. So like I said, guys, if y'all want to continue to fund Lee's Corner and Phoenix 22 Rising Productions, don't be afraid to donate. We got the thing going down the screen. Y'all know what it is. Every dollar you donate helps us bring you more news, more black news from a black point of view. And that's what we do here. We also got more movies out, more coming. Phoenix22rising.com. Be sure to check it out. Remember to come back to Lee's Corner, where we talk about the things you want to talk about. All right, y'all have a good one.